Alright, what's up, Dragon Brood? Today we're going to be taking a look at a zombie deck, and honestly, I mostly only want to look at it because we got a new zombie in Brothers War that's Razorlash Transmogrant. This card's actually pretty sweet, and it's a 2-mana zombie, which the deck kinda wanted, so maybe this is what we've been looking for? Who knows? Let's go find out. Right, as always, if you haven't done it yet, remember to hit that join button down below if you want to support the channel and show your love. And if you want to protect all your gear, go to ultrapro.com/PowrDragn, use promo code PowrDragn, and you'll save 5%, and they'll give a kickback here to the channel. Okay, now, this is going to look like most of the zombie decks have before, with only some minor number changes here or there to try to get us where we want to go. So we're playing 4 Champion of the Parish, no surprise, this is one of the best zombies you can play. Other zombies come into play, you get +1/+1s. We're playing a couple of Make Disappear. I think ultimately we probably want a third or maybe even a fourth, but for now we're just going to ride with this. We've got 2 Go for the Throat, 3 Infernal Grasp, 2 Jadar, because, you know, you get to keep making zombies every turn. 4 of the new Razorlash Transmogrant. Now the thing is, it's a 2-mana 3/1, and it can't block, but that's kind of okay, because we mostly want to be attacking anyway. And then you could spend 6 mana if your opponent has 4 or more non-basic lands in play. You can have this come back into play as a 4/2. Now, I don't know how often this is going to go off, but it's at least worth a shot, right? In worst case scenario, we're going to be attacking with this as a 3 or 4 power creature quite often, so maybe that's good enough. Then we've got 2 Tainted Adversary, 4 Blade Stitch Scab just to pump our team, Archghoul of Thraben, which every time a zombie dies, we can look at the top card of our library. If it's a zombie, it goes into our hand. If it's anything else, we can choose to put it in the graveyard or leave it on top of our library. We have 2 Fell Stinger. We get to exploit something and draw 2 cards. It's a 3/2 that also has Death Touch. Headless Rider. I think, honestly, right now, Headless Rider is one of the best cards in the deck. Mostly because if you're going up against the other aggro decks, you can just block across the board, end up with a bunch of blockers. Even better if you have multiples of these in play. There's also the reality that against sweepers, you know, they're dealing 3 to all your stuff. If they're using Depopulate or whatever, you still end up with 2 or 3 creatures that you get to keep attacking with the turn after. So that could be enough to end the game as well. So this card, very, very good. Then we're trying out 1 Necro Duality, 3 Overcharge Amalgam, 4 Island, 1 Ardawara. Actually, you don't know what Overcharge Amalgam was, by the way. This is a 4-mana 3/3, has Flash and Flying and Exploit. But if you exploit something when it comes into play, which is sacrifice another creature, you get to counter target artifact, actually target activated ability, triggered ability, or counter a spell. And this is actually important because you can use it against a lot of things. You can even use it against planeswalkers. So lots of cool stuff you could do with this. But lands, we got 4 Island, Ottawara, 6 Swamp, Takenuma, 4 Shipwreck Marsh, 4 Underground River, and 4 Mishra's Foundry. So a few new cards did find their way into this list, but we'll see how this plays out in our games. And as usual, at the end of the games, catch up with me because we're definitely going to have updates to this because I can't imagine this is going to be right on the first go. Oh, boy. All right. I guess we'll keep this. No blue, so this card's just going to be dead for a while. Fortunately, we have a hand that's all creatures. So we at least got that much covered for the time being. Yep, it's a zombie deck opponent. I mean, if you let me have my turn, you'll still get to see my cards. It was weird. It was almost like they weren't processing the fact that it was all creatures. Like, almost like they were surprised they weren't getting a card. I think that's what was happening there, but I don't totally know. Pilfer. All right. Well, we found Infernal Grasp. You probably want to get rid of Blade Stitch. Yeah, I was going to say, that makes the most sense. Alright, attacking for 2. Alright, we need to find a land now. So we can start, blue lands really, to start saving up for this. Don't know if we're going to get there at this point though. We're going to be in a very tight time crunch. Pilfer, sure. Makes sense. Didn't change anything, sadly. Alright. Best we could do. Really would have liked to have had a land play a horseman or a rider would be great. Because then if they kill all of our creatures, then we still get tokens and can still keep beating down. But without that, it's going to be very difficult. Now the interesting thing is they do just have something like let's say Shieldred, we at least have Infernal Grasp, so that's kind of cool. Alright, they get some life back, sadly. When it goes to 9, we have exactly lethal on board. Not the most exciting thing. We're nowhere close to using this, so that can go away. I mean, they know we have Infernal Grasp, so you gotta kill one of our creatures. Okay, I guess you can get rid of Infernal Grasp. Like, you literally have to get rid. I was gonna say, if you don't get rid of Infernal Grasp, game's just over. Like, come on now. Alright. So now if they get a sweeper, we end up with 3 creatures afterwards and should still be okay here. Crazy way to win having just 2 land up until the last turn. But sometimes it works out like that. We go first, and this is... Ooh. It's a shipwreck marsh, not an underground river. Yeah, I think we still got to keep it, though. I just can't justify not keeping it here. Sure. This probably just eats an ugly death. Oh, it does not. Look at there. I mean, does it die now? I mean, that would make a lot of sense. Nope, no blocks. Let's see. We play this. We could play 2 things next turn. Or, you know what? Actually, let's just play this. Because we can still play this and shoot something, which is probably what's going to happen. And at least here we can block Feldon if we really want to. And just give them the option of 2 cards, I think is fine. I mean, they're probably just going to kill the Scab anyway. Like, there's no way they don't have some burn spells here at this point. Sadly, this does not block, which is kind of important in these fights. That's tough. That makes blocking a lot worse. And white mana. Did not see that coming. Well, that changes things quite a bit. And it has trample. Alright, we'll just take it. Oh, well, that's nifty. Alright, opponent goes to 11. I don't think we'll take 13 here. Lizard Blade says, you be careful. Oh, that's not what this is at all. Opponent's at 11. Okay, sure. That was strange. Strange, if you will. We attack with those 2, keep the Headless Rider up so we have max blockers. Sure. Alright, opponent goes to 4. No clue what's about to happen on this turn. They have 2 double strikers. Oh, that. Well, we don't want that to happen. So now we're good to go. Because even if they kill something here, we're going to get a token. So they're definitely not going to attack us for lethal. And they can only block 2 things. I guess they could block 2 and kill 1. Well, we also have a creature land to attack with. So, yeah. That's probably it. They can make another body here. There you go. I was going to say, that's one way to stay in it. I mean, we take 2, go to... Yeah, that's fine. Turn that into a Deuter. And go attacking. Okay, cool. Alright, we'll keep this. Gonna take some pain, but probably worth it. Get to play Jadar, make a zombie. That's a really good one to draw. We even get a Fell Stinger that can eat one of these little junky zombies, so that's cool. Yeah, this ain't so bad. This is alright. What does the opponent want to do here? An unlicensed hearse. Well, good thing is we don't really care about having things in our graveyard. So that's pretty awesome for us. Interestingly, I actually kind of want a Headless Rider, but this is going to be better for us in the long run. We will get rid of this. We will lose the life and get the 2 cards. It's not so great, but not terrible. Alright. See what the opponent wants to do here. I really would like to get down a Headless Rider just in case a Depopulate shows up. But I have a feeling the... Oh, man. Oh, the opponent's not going to let us do it. We got to try, though, anyway. Oh, really? What? Okay, this is going to be a big old attack, then. It's at 11? Opponent goes to 5? Yeah, okay. I'm in. I mean, we're just bum rushing the opponent. Sure. Yeah. Like, this is exactly what we wanted. And we even have a creature land to attack on top of that. Looks like we have an opponent that's upset that they swept the board, got rid of our creatures, but our creatures still made tokens. So yeah, they're not even going to get... I'm not even going to give them the courtesy of the slow jams because they don't even have 1 extra timeout. So, whatever. You know, I just realized, I actually kind of don't mind when this happens because I also have them on film, out on the internet, kind of like a built-in name and shame. It's actually kind of nice. But, doesn't matter. Looks like this is going to be an easy win. And we'll just move on to the next one. Attack with our pile of dudes. And we got a backup counter with the amalgam. So yeah, opponent wasn't going to do anything here. And get that final attack in. There you go. Yeah, this is a tough one because I think we have to keep this. It's just not very fast. Alright, let's see where it takes us. Ooh, are we going to be on defense here the whole time? Yeah, it looks like we might be. A little tough, but not sure what we were going to do otherwise. Might as well do this. And if they have something to do here, they have something to do. Exiling that was probably pretty good for them. Ooh, wedding announcement. That's real bad for us. We don't like them wedding announcements. Alright, we're going to attack. I'm assuming they're not blocking, but you know. Decline. Yeah, with the hand we kept, I don't know what even the best case scenario is here for us. Because I'm assuming this is the mono-white mid-rangey control thing. We don't have a ton of answers to their stuff without getting, like, the prized amalgams or whatever. Like, without those, I don't think we really get to do much. Yeah, I'm just gonna concede. GG's. Yeah, I just don't think we really have anything for that. Oh boy, we're gonna have to mulligan. Didn't have any black mana there to work with. This is actually fine. Let's see. Shipwreck Marsh gonna come in tapped on 2. That's actually okay. We'll keep and we'll just get rid of the island. So we can do this. We can play the Transmogrant on 2. We can play this on 3. And hopefully that gets us where we want to go. Ooh, against soldiers. We'll have to... Ooh, actually, a second Headless Rider is kind of nice. Let's get in there. Alright, I was going to say, if they blocked there, I was going to be really shocked. I didn't think that was a blocking scenario for them. Now, I will say, if they just play like Thalia here, we actually don't get to attack with our Transmogrant unless we want to wait and do it on the next turn. Yeah, we can't block, so we just got to eat that, unfortunately. That's a cool card. Attack. Alright. Another veteran, sure. Yeah, I was going to say, we're probably not blocking there. Wow, we take 7, go to 11. And then they'd be attacking for 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, exactly 11 if they drew a Brutal Cathar. So we'd basically be in a situation where we could only attack with these and not that. Oh, gosh. Okay, no blocks. The other option was we could have drawn an island and maybe gotten to cast that, but that's not going to be a thing. So we're going to do this. Attack with these. Alright, so now they're at 5, and now they're kind of on the defensive here. Because even if they remove a Headless Rider, we block with the other one. Multiple blockers, though, does cause a real problem. Or maybe it doesn't, because the opponent's attacking with everything. We block. Let me see if this works out the way we want. We're going to end up with 2, 4, 5, 6, 7 attackers. Yeah, that works great. Yep. I mean, we don't really need it, so we're just going to attack with all the things. Alright, that worked. Ugh, mulligan that. Keep this. How much do we want to gamble? That's basically what this is. I mean, sure. I mean, I guess if we really wanted to get... Nah, we're not. We're not. I'd rather keep the 3 lands. I thought about it, though. I gave it some real consideration. Though this might end up being a mistake. Because I'm pretty sure there's going to have a bunch of exile enchantments. Would have been a lot cooler if we were on the play. I'm going to try to just be mana efficient here. No attacks. And then next turn play champion and another scab. See what that does. Assuming this champion's just getting exiled, though. Nope, because they want to get 2 things next turn. And we did not find a removal spell. Bad times. I mean, it's kind of all we can do. I mean, like, they can trade the Kami of Transients. Nope, they're not. And it makes sense. They shouldn't. We're about to lose a bunch of stuff. Yep. I mean, do whatever you're going to do. I can't do nothing about it. Gonna draw extra cards here. That makes sense. Man, I would... I was going to say almost anything for a prize amalgam or amalgam there would be cool. Just overcharge amalgam. I don't know why I keep calling it prize amalgam. Yeah, I'm not sure we can do anything here. I mean, If we attack with the creature, I assume this gets chump blocked. This gets to eat this. This trades with one of those, and they only take 3, 4, 5. I mean, actually, they could even block and gain 3, so that doesn't even do anything. Ugh, gosh, this is not good. Yeah, we couldn't even attack with the land here. Yeah, we're just dead. I mean, really. That's the case here. Because there's no way those aren't problematic cards for us. If we'd have got any creature kill spell or any counter, I think we would have been good somewhere along the way here, but we got neither. Because like a kill spell for the Kami of Transience would be huge here. But I mean, there's genuinely nothing we can do. Yeah, let your comp... Yeah, okay, that works too, I guess. Not how I thought that was going to go down, but okay. The Kami didn't even commit to killing the 4/2. Find that very interesting. I mean, not that it matters. We're going to lose all of our stuff anyway on the next 2 turns. If not all on this turn. So it's not all that relevant. Though, if we get an overcharged amalgam, we can still just fly over the top here. Actually, I say that. They would gain life here still. Alright, cool. GG's. Yeah, we never had a shot in that one. We drew terrible. Ooh. Alright, we're going to keep it. With basically mulliganing to 5. Alright, soldiers it is. Let's see where this goes, though. You know what? I might just block that. No, I'm not. I'm not. I thought about it. But no blocks there. I mean, my real concern is, can we even get to a 3rd land? We kept a bad hand. This might just end up worse. Alright, veteran it is. No blocks. That helps. The problem now, though, is... do we want... Alright, let's do this. It's a 3/2 body, if nothing else. And we'll get to grow the parish, champion of the parish, to a 4/4. The zombie card, reveal it, and put it in your hand. If you don't put that card into your hand, you may put it in your graveyard. Sadly, we don't even care if we have a 4th land here. Yeah, just put it in the graveyard, yeah. If it was a blue land, I would have kept it. Oh, Myrel, we're going to have her eat a horrible death here. That card is awful for us. Now, if we attack with this, we get to trade for 2 things. Which I kind of like the idea of, unless, of course, they have another Thalia, then it sucks real bad for us. Okay. Just that for now. And they didn't block it at all, even with Thalia. Weird. Alright. I mean, like, it goes into our hands, so it doesn't really cost anything. Like, there's no point in doing anything else with it. Alright, Siege Veteran. That is going to be a problem. That could be as well. However, we do have a 5/5 for the moment, so it's all good. Actually, that's not terrible to get here either. Attack with this. So we can keep growing things big enough the opponent doesn't want to attack us with. Jeez. No, that can just stay, though. That's worth us having. Interesting. I thought they might keep that card and do something else there, but... Alright, another veteran, sure. I actually kind of like that, because it's sort of interesting in the sense that we can attack, force the opponent into some weird-looking blocks. Okay. If we attack with this, you probably get blocked to Thalia and something. Don't really like that enough yet. Sort of want to attack with the Transmogrant, because we'll get to look at another card. Not only do we get to look at another card, we also get another live token that we can do something with, at least block if things go sour. Yep. Sure. I mean, can't cast it. Thank you. Decline. We finally get to do something. Alright. Alright. Opponent will get to keep looking for things here. Yep. That is a real card. I think the concern here is we kind of have to figure out if it's worth it to kill Thalia instead of doing something else here. I mean, you get to scry, I guess. We bought them both, huh? Alright. Decline, since we already know what's there, and we kind of want that. Alright. How do we want to go about business here? They actually tapped Thalia here as well, which is kind of interesting. And if we attack with the big guys now, they sort of have to block. So then it becomes a matter of what do they give up, because they would be trading for into a 3/3. Or a couple of 3/3s, I should say. So the plan is probably still just attack with that. And I guess we attack with the 13? I mean, do we care that much? I mean, they could block, still get 2 things, give up the Siege Veteran. I don't know how we feel about that. I don't think we like that yet. It's almost worse for us, because we give up a creature, and they end up with 2 extra bodies, and just doesn't really work out well for us. Now that changes things. So now, even if we don't get the land, because all we're trying to do is just fly over the top here, but even if that doesn't happen, oh, that's pretty annoying. We don't like that. That's also going to be annoying. Okay. Sure. Sitting back to block now. Okay. Now things are starting to come together a little bit here. So we can flash in Amalgam. Amalgam can come over. Alright. We may not even have to get around to using these Infernal Grasps. This feels so weird that, like, zombies could indirectly be an answer to the soldiers deck. Not something I would have figured. If I leave that on top, we really can't do anything because everything's 3 or 4 in our hand, but we'll decline since we kind of know what we're going to do for the turn anyway. I mean, we're getting big enough champions of Paris, so until they get actual brutal Cathars, that's not really going to matter. Alright, we'll stop that. Sack this. Which will decline, leave that on top. And another Siege Veteran, sure. We got some big bodies of our own at this point. Okay. Attack with this. And in the turn, the opponent's at 9. All right. Yeah, now Infernal Grasp really doesn't even do much here. Yep. All right. Cool, cool. Opponent goes first, and we're just going to keep this. It's not flashy. It just kind of is what it is. All right. Well, this is not the craziest start. I mean, this is kind of unfortunate because you sort of know what's going down here at this point. Especially when you're on the draw here. So, like, no value there, no value here. I mean, I guess we just play this. They just want to kill it. They can kill that, and it's fine. Oh, they didn't have a kill card for it. What the hell? What does the black deck have that you don't... Weird. Okay. Liliana, sure. That makes a lot of sense.
Enough with the mysteries. I've come for answers. Off you go.
Okay. I guess we're going to go with this for the moment. Even though maybe it should have been Headless Rider there. I think there's a real argument for that. And if we both... Oh, they don't even want to discard. Nice. So, if we kill that and then go after Liliana, what do they want to do? Discard this swamp. Send that here and that here. All right.
It's no fun when they hit back.
Tough time now for Childred, because yeah, exactly. Like I knew that was a possibility, but yeah, what are we gonna do? All right, so do we play our own Death Touch Tutor here, or do we play the Headless Rider? I think we just go with this. Doesn't really matter. Nothing's gonna happen here. They block, it dies, it comes back. Alright, so the hope here is either we get something to kill Shieldred, or possibly... Yeah, there's really not much else. Evoke Despair, yeah, we'll get rid of that, that's fine. I guess another Scab wouldn't have been the worst thing. But yeah, we really can't do anything with this. Only got one kill card, no counters. We're pretty much dead. Very boring game, unfortunately. Sorry, y'all. This kind of goes nowhere from here, especially if we're going to draw like that. Yeah, GG's. Like, we can't beat this. I mean, at this point, we just died a Shieldred. Or a bunch of other things, really, because we're only at 7. Okay, another Misery Shadow. We drew yet another land, so that doesn't help us. Yep. That's not good. Yeah, the opponent's at 32. They should just be attacking with these shadows and stuff, because, like, we can't do anything. Yeah, sure. All right. Like, what are we going to do there? No lie, I forgot Necro Duality was even in the deck. That thing's getting cut. We definitely don't need that card. I'm going to gamble. We're on the play, right? Yeah, I'm going to gamble this. At least I think we're on the play. I might have just screwed up. No, we are, because we got to mulligan first. No, we're not on the play. Gosh, dang it. Then yes, I chose poorly. I should have kept that other thing and got rid of this. For some reason, I originally thought we're on the play. I already messed up. Yeah, we can't beat this. And we drew the Necro Duality. Yeah, we definitely don't need that card. Opponent, just kill it if you have the chance to kill it. Man, I'm not blocking. Pump now or later. Don't change nothing for me. Alright. And here comes... Makes sense. Ooh, dang it. Champion, huh? I don't even know which one I want to give up. Yeah, I don't know if I'd rather sacrifice this to a Liliana or this. But I'm going to go with this. Because I can't block with this anyway, so, you know. If they got it, they got it. Or if they only have a spot removal card, then I guess it's okay. Yep, and that's what they ended up having. So we lucked out. Yep, no blocks. Yep, we take 5. Go to 14. Alright. I mean, I guess we're going to play Necro Duality, but I don't know if it's going to do anything. Like, we're going to play it. I just don't know if it's going to do anything. Okay, well, I guess we're double blocking. Wasn't my original plan, but makes sense. If they only attacked with the underdog, I'm not sure if I would have blocked here or not. Just because the possibilities of things with the Necro Duality is pretty big. But here we get 2 zombies anyway. And then we get to do this. No attacks. They'll probably just play Invoke Despair and then I have to sacrifice it anyway. But if they don't, we get a pile of things, right? It is not an Invoke Despair. So that's real. Sure, we'll block. Alright, all that trash I was talking about, Necro Duality. And now it's going to actually be a thing. So now I'm here looking silly now. It's literally like the deck heard me talking crap about it. Like, oh, you're going to cut me, right? Me? You're going to cut this. Like, deck said, let me show you something real quick. Alright, they're going to get a Shieldred back. Unfortunately, this won't counter a Shieldred. I guess we could sacrifice a thing. So I have to pay 4. Flesh Gorger. That's cute. That's even better. Alright. I ain't mad at that. Ooh, we'll get 2, actually? I like it. Okay, we'll attack with... this, because that's 10. That's 14. Actually, you force the opponent to block something if we attack like that. That's fine. And if we wanted to be really savvy, we could just keep them off life gain by sacking that. But it's not really worth it. Alright, opponent goes to 5. In the turn. It's alright. Necroduality against mono black. I mean, might be the thing. Sacrifice this. Counter that. Decline on the other one. Alright, well, that probably does it. Cool. Weird win. I'm going to keep this just to see what happens. I'm not sure what to make of this hand. What do we got here? Okay. Huh. I really have no clue what I'm going to be worried about. Oh, okay. This is the mono. Oh, no, this is... I feel like we've seen this before. It's like a mid-rangey Orzhov thing. I'm just going to pass. There's really not much reason for us to do anything else here. And right now, the opponent has no idea what we're doing, so... Sure. Do we care that you have a missionary? Not really. Sure. I mean, we'll go ahead and play this. It at least gums up the board a little bit. Then we can play one of these plus make disappear, and then we'll just figure out what to do after that. Because we'll probably be stopping a Wandering Emperor. Nope, they're just to lay down arms. Okay. Well, we go to 21. We definitely have found plenty of mana this time, so that's a thing. Alright. Looks like Transmigrant will not be getting an opportunity to come back in this game, as the opponent has only basics, so that's kind of bad. Oh, there's a first non-basic. What do you got going on here? Gonna try to return something? Oh, try to return the other one. Yeah, okay. What's weird is I don't care that much, but it's like just annoying enough for us to not be able to do anything. Man, I was really hoping we'd have drawn an overcharged Amalgam there. Because this is really, really bad. Yep. I mean, what else are we going to do, right? Yeah. I don't know what else is going to happen here. We're definitely on the bad end of this. Alright. Well, I'll just play this and assume you got a Wandering Emperor. No, they didn't? Yeah, I was going to say. Alright. I was about to say. I was about to be weird.
I'm not overconfident. You're just underwhelming.
Okay.
To me.
Not sure we can do much here. Okay, definitely not with the Angel now. Yeah. Alright, GG's. We only have 2 lands in hand. We're not doing anything there. Ooh, we get to go first. Alright, let's see what how this adds up. I don't know what this is going to look like, but let's go. Oh, of course I drew that late. Alright. Man, if you can kill it, go for it. Kind of surprised. We've seen several mono black decks the last 2 days. Oh, they're starting to peak up. This may not be mono black, but Seeing as how you played a swamp and you got Liliana sleeves, I'm assuming that's what we're staring at, right? Okay, well that's unfortunate. Didn't get a third land. Yep, you got it. We can at least kill that. Wow. Okay. Don't feel it's really worth it for us to play anything here till we can maybe try to play two things, get ahead a little. Wow, they even gave us a chance here. And we got nothing. That's just sad. That's just really, really sad. There we go. That helps a bit. Actually, I'm just debating if it's worth it to do that. Yeah, it's still the card. Still the way we want to go. I thought about just doing this and doing that. And then attacking for 3 and seeing if they trade. They probably won't. Or we could just kill Gix outright. You know what? I think I am going to do that. And if they just trade, I guess we're okay with it. Okay. I mean, yeah, they might have another one. Oh, it was a cut down. Okay. Well, we weren't going to do much about that anyway. Attack for 2? All right. Another Gix. I guess we'll kill it. So we can attack for 6 here. Alright. Knight. Does work. In more ways than one. We'll attack. Yep. Come on, be an island? Or a blue source, please? Thank you. Leave that on top. So we needed that very badly here. We attack. They take 3, go to 6. We trade that for a thing. Yeah, all right. Seems good. End the turn. Yeah. With them being at 6, there's no reason not to do this. Don't give them any life gain. Yeah, that'll do it. Alright, so some interesting things happened here playing this game, or this series of games, is that Transmogrant almost never had a chance to come back from the graveyard, right? There's only a handful of decks where that's going to be the case, and maybe that's going to be like Grixis and maybe some Naya builds or whatever. Not a lot of opportunity for that, and it doesn't block against the mono black decks, against the mono white decks, and maybe mono red. We only ran into that once, I think. So to that end, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to cut those by 2, and I'm going to go ahead and add 2 Tainted Adversaries in. And while we did win a game with Necro Duality, I still think we probably need to cut it. I just don't think the deck can afford to have too many expensive things there. And I kind of want to check out just what other low-cost zombies there are, but there really aren't many. I'd almost be more inclined to play a Giralf, even though I'm not huge on this, because we can get into those board states where we made a bunch of tokens and whatnot, and the board's kind of stalled up. Then maybe we just giving stuff flying is good enough. And I'm kind of okay with that. But other than that, I mean, there's not a lot of other great stuff. I mean, you can go with like Ghoulish Processions, when something dies, you get an extra token, but it's one of the ones that has Decayed, so it's not great. I did consider Ashnod, but we get the Power Stones and we can't do anything with them. So then it's just removing creatures from our graveyard to make a 3/3 zombie, which in and of itself isn't terrible, but it is 5 mana, so we're not going to even hit that often. So it's kind of tough. I don't really know where the next step would be for what we want to add deck-wise. I mean, there's this guy, but he doesn't really do anything. There's this. It's a 2/2 exploits, get you another body, but this... not going with either of those. My guess is we're probably just going to go with Giralf, I think, is going to be what we fill that spot in with. Or there's the equip, draw a card. This. We could go with this. Transmigrant's Crown. It's a 2 colorless. Creature gets +2/+0. When it dies, you get to draw a card. Actually not bad when you're talking about playing it alongside Jadar and you get like the free zombie. So like this is something could be worth considering, and maybe I'll find a spot for it once things all kind of settle down. But yeah, here's another option of something we might do it in the final list, but we'll see. Okay, so this one kind of has me scratching my head a little bit because we actually ended up, you know, like I was saying, like it was stuff like the Necroduality was only okay. The Transmogrant didn't really work out the way we wanted to, but the deck still came down to Champion of the Parish, the Headless Rider, and to some extent our counter spells for the most part, right? If we hit those, we normally did pretty well. So maybe we're supposed to be adding in another Make Disappear. You know, maybe we want to be playing Transmogrant's Crown to maybe get ourselves a chance to get more cards. There's a few different things we could do, I think, to help the deck out a little bit. But even as it is, it actually played pretty well. I think I will be swapping out 3 or 4 cards though from the list that we played, because I think we can make it a little more efficient than what it was and give us a little bit more counter backup, which would be damn nice, considering how some of those games ended up. But overall, yeah, this was actually better than I thought. And I think the difference here is just it's better positioned maybe in the metagame than it was previously. Because when we tried playing this before, we were worried about a lot of mono red, a lot of Boros Aggro was popular at the time. And this just, I don't think, has the wheels to keep up with a whole metagame of that, of best of one. But when we're seeing some of these more mid-rangey decks, we're seeing some weird mono-white things, we're seeing some Grixis stuff, I think this deck actually holds up okay against those things. So, I don't know, if you're looking to play zombies, not that many new cards really if you want to give it a go and you have one of the previous versions built. And now for today's card spotlight, we're going to talk about Havengold Lich. Mostly because this card's kind of baller, and I sort of forgot that this was a Magic card. Like, I knew it was, but you know, you just don't see it for a while. But the cool part about this is you can pay to actually cast a creature out of any graveyard. And not only do you get to cast a creature, the Havengold Lich gains whatever the creature's abilities are until end of turn as well. I don't know why it has that extra text. It just does. This card's very good, and I believe there's only 2 printings of this card currently, so that's kind of keeping the price up, but it's not worth very much. I mean, you can pick these up fairly cheap if you want them, but it's just a neat idea that if you are playing blue-black, this is a very good card to have for a commander, especially because everybody has all kinds of weird things that go to the graveyard, and you getting their things and gaining their abilities, super sweet. Now, today's deck list was surprising and a lot of fun, but if you want to be even more surprised and have even more fun, check out this Jund Sacrifice list we had, because it's not what you think, and it was indeed a lot of fun. So that's all we have for you for now. We'll see you next time.